దిస్ ఇంటిమేట్ సీన్ చాలా మంది యాక్టర్స్ ఇంటిమేట్ సీన్ చేసే ముందు వ్యూవర్స్ కి చాలా మంది తెలీదు. దే జస్ట్ కమ్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ ఎ సడన్ దే కమ్ అండ్ దే డూ అండ్ దే గో అవే అలా ఉంటుంది. అంటే దానికి ముందు ప్రిపరేషన్ హౌ ద యాక్టర్స్ బోత్ ద యాక్టర్స్ టాక్ అనేది చాలా మంది వ్యూవర్స్ కి తెలీదు. ఓన్లీ పర్టికులర్లీ ఇంటిమేట్ సీన్ చేసే ముందు యాక్టర్స్ కి ఏ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ కోఆర్డినేషన్ అండ్ కాన్వర్సేషన్ ఉంటుందో ఫర్ అవర్ ఆడియన్స్ ప్లీజ్ వన్స్.
So in this movie itself, when I had to, okay, I'll speak about Kala first. Where that was my first. I had to do an intimate scene like that, like where with Tovino Thomas and me, and the director had. This is 3 months before when he came with this project, and he was like explaining to me. Initially I said no. I'm like, no, how can I do this? I don't know how to do it. I don't know you. I don't know. Like it's going to be weird. It's going to be awkward. Obviously, in your mind. You don't know the person, you're being intimate with another person, there's cameras in your face. No, I can't do it. No, I don't think I can do it. So I said no bluntly. And then he's like, no, listen. We all watch movies and we all watch this. And we, it's like any other emotion, first of all. First think of that. It's just another emotion, like you're getting angry, you're getting sad. You can portray all that. Why can't you portray this? I was like, I don't want to because this is not like other emotions. You're like really close to another human being, and then
we don't do that in public.
And it's like it's awkward, like it's icky. And then he's like, okay. So then he kind of like broke it down to me, like these inhibitions you have to cut it off as an actor. First thing, this is what you are an actor. You cannot have the liberty of deciding what is icky, what is not. Sometimes you're in dirt, mud. We'll be like, at that time, what do you say? We are fighting in that scene, or if you're like falling into that, so you'll say, it's icky, you'll not do it. I say, no, that I'll do. Oh, that you can do. This you can't do. And then I'm like, oh, okay,
makes sense.
And then he was like, I was like, this is just like, once it's cut, it's over. It's not like, and I said, no, but then millions of people are watching. How do I,
how they're going to take it?
Yeah, how they're going to take it. They're going to judge me. I said, why do you care? Why do you? And at the end of the day, you're an actor. You're portraying somebody else's life. It's not even like, So then I was like, yeah, it's true. It's true. And then I sat with Tovino and then we had this conversation and we like, okay, this is how we're going to do it. And when the camera is coming, some scenes you cannot like, and then there is we even discuss on how close do we get? How far do we get? Are you comfortable with this? Are you comfortable with this? And there's camera there. You don't feel any other emotion at that point. You're at that, like when you're naturally kissing or something like that, honestly, what he's thinking and what I'm thinking is my face at that time good?
Good.
Is my, like, is this...
Am I camera favor or not?
Yeah. Am I getting that? That is what you're thinking about. You don't have time to think about, oh my God, this kiss is amazing. No, you don't. You don't think of that. And sometimes you have to emote. The worst thing is when you have to be romantic and like this and do all this thing. Sometimes you're staring at the camera. The camera is right over here on your face. And there is a person standing over that. And there. So Tovino there's a video of what Toby has taken, like during the making, while we were shooting for this scene itself. He's like, you all think that, oh, this is amazing. There is a man who is like about 75 to 80 kgs on top of me, and I'm emoting, like, and the camera is, it's true.
Yeah.
And I had to do the same thing. I'm like looking at the camera, like sitting there looking, and he's down, and it's supposed to be like that, but I'm looking at a camera. And I'm like, and there's a man like standing there. There is no way that you can be like...
And he's like, no emotion on his face, and he's staring at...
You can't see his face. You can only see his body. And he's doing this. He's like squinty. And you're like, but you have to be the most like, romantic and... so that's the challenge. That's the challenge. And even the same thing for here also, like in Mangalvaram, when the first when Ajay sir said he's going to come on top of me, I said no, nobody's coming on top of me. I'm not comfortable with that. And he's like, okay, however you both decide how you want to do it. You both talk and decide, and how I just want to capture that you both were. There was something intimate happening between you both. Otherwise, it will not make sense to this thing. So he had told me back, like this, there'll be a scene like this. I was like, can we not avoid it? And like, you know, all that. Initially, I was like that. And then he was like, no, but this is important. I only then it'll make sense. Like how, like, you know,
he
she's
got
also,
angry
this
and
lady is like, you know, such a going to the temple, praying and all that. But madam has an affair. Okay, so to show that, and I said, okay, fine. Yeah, and then so Shravan and me, we sat and we decided that, I said, Shravan, I'm not comfortable with you being on top of me. He's like, no problem. You come over me, and then you just, you know, it's like, because if it's the other way around, I'm not comfortable with that.
Okay.
That scene, I'm not comfortable if it were the other way around. And they were open to it. They were like, okay, fine, you do whatever, you know, is comfortable with you. So I was like, okay, I don't mind being on top of him and then just going, and then suddenly I'm looking, and I'm not exposing anything of much or anything of that sort. Like I didn't feel it, like, you know, it was like, you know, you wear clothes, otherwise
You
like
can
crop
adjust
tops
to your
and-
comfort
Yeah.
if you're moving towards him.
Yeah, I can do that. Then like the other way, then it's going to be like little more awkward for me. Like if someone's coming over me and doing that. So I was like, no, I prefer this. This is okay. And they were like, okay. What you come to a common ground, and you kind of like, you know, everybody comes together, and you're just thinking and working how does it, we have to make, and it worked, right? Everybody was like, oh my god, she was like, oh, she's like, you know, she's having an affair with this guy, and you know, all this.
Actually, that move did really help the scene. It shows your domination.
Yes,
That you're
that I am the one who is dominating the whole thing, and that was important. You know, I didn't want someone else to, and for me it is whatever, you know, this whole, which we don't talk about, the sexual frustration that women have. Like, you know, it's everyone is like, it's okay if men go and cheat. It's fine. Men, that's what they do anyways. That's like the standard that everyone has. But when women do it, oh, suddenly it's like, you know, oh my god, it's such a taboo and all that stuff. But you know, this is emotion, this human emotion that you're trying to portray. And like, you know, stop hiding behind, like, you know, all this hypocrisy and everything. And everybody has to, like, you're just
that
telling.
movie totally is every character and every scene is a hard hitting kind of reality.
Yeah, people don't talk about it. Like people don't, like, you know, like talking about it. But when the biggest culture shock that I got when I came from Dubai to Kochi and to India is, you know, everything that you seem like, you know, everything that looks perfect. I'm talking about, you know, simple, normal, sadharana people's life. Like not like I'm not talking about, like, you know, okay, in the movie industry or anything. Apart from that, normal people, like who go and do daily wages and work, and they come back home trying to live an honest life. Their family and everything is, you know, it's like, it's all broken. And you know, it's not like, and even if it's in an IT company, or like, you know, if you see people there also, so many people are frustrated, and you know, their relationships right now, nobody has the patience to have sacrifice or you know, commitment or patience like before, like our parents did. I feel like this generation now, nobody has the like, for relationships and everything. Okay, if it doesn't work, dude. Okay, fine, thank you very, very much, bye bye, divorce. That's what's happening now, very common.
Everything is moving very fast, even in the personal lives as well.
It's crazy, like, and even like, you know, if you, and I was like, I'm thinking about it, like, you know, and life is like that. Who are we to judge another person at the end of the day? We can't judge anybody else. Like, you know, it's crazy. Like, my best thing was like, I shouldn't have any. I was shocked, obviously, when this, but then this is life. This is what is happening.